Lesson 1.
Stilvoll.
Stylish.
Kraftvoll.
Powerful.
Was für ein Auto ist das?
What kind of car is this?
Introducing the all-new 240 horsepower Accord from Honda.
Wie haben Sie das geschafft?
How did they do it?
Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see, put a little love in your heart.
What do you do when life throws you, you know, an expensive curve?
Well, Amy needs braces.
You call 1-800-CHAMPION. Champion Mortgage. They've been helping people with unexpected expenses for over 20 years. They'll design a home equity loan for your needs. It all starts with a 10-minute call. Need help paying for life's surprises?
For a no-obligation free consultation, call 1-800-CHAMPION and see just how competitive our rates are. Champion says yes.
Out in California, there is a landing at a small airport that didn't go the way it should have. Just as the biplane was setting down on the runway, it flipped over. Airport rescue teams about 13 miles east of Palm Springs rushed to the aircraft, but the woman who was piloting the plane jumped out, walked away without even a scratch. Notice I said woman who was piloting that plane.
Good for her. Hey, 5:27, let's check out the ride to work. Trish, what's going on?
All right, you guys, not too bad this morning on the area roadways right outside to the Panasonic Skycam network and show you that we're pretty quiet this morning. Here's a look at the FDR Drive right at the 59th Street Bridge. Construction work all cleared away, so things are running normally here, and also the Cross Bronx Expressway in pretty good shape coming off of the George Washington Bridge. We'll show you that next, and no problems to speak of coming off of the GWB. The Deegan ramps are in good shape too. Lastly, alternate side back in effect, so we're good this morning. So enjoy it while you can. Jane, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Trish. A new medical study says men who live in the country have fewer swimmers than men who live in big cities. In a report released on Monday, researchers found that men from rural areas have significantly lower sperm counts than men living in cities like New York, Minneapolis, and Los Angeles. The findings renew a debate on whether chemicals and other environmental factors influence sexual development. The study appears in December's Environmental Health Perspectives.
What if you live in the suburbs?
Well, I think maybe you're more a city guy than a country guy then.
What if you live in the country and work in the city?
Then you get a little bit of both.
A little bit of rock and roll too, right? All right, 5:28, we're going to take a break. Straight ahead, we got the news for you today, including big negotiations going on in Ridgefield. We'll tell you what they're saying at this point.
We're also going to go out to Queens, where it is a day to remember for the victims, families of Flight 587.
Also today, major changes on the subway on the east side. What you need to know before you get out the door today.
Then we're going to show you about going online and personalizing your wardrobe. Wait till you see. This is a Tuesday on Today in New York.
All right, let's see here. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths.
A real fixer-upper for artistic creative types.
Formal dining room, a sweeping staircase. Oh, honey, a fireplace. Doesn't that sound fabulous?
Honey.
What do you think?
We'll take it.
The new 6-speed Acura CL Type S.
During Empire's half-off carpet sale, I'm cutting prices in half on all our best stain-resistant carpets. 50% off. That's a lot of cutting for a lot of savings. We'll bring samples to your home so you can choose your carpet where you use your carpet. And we'll install next day, complete with padding, with no payments till 2004. Empire's half-off sale. Big price cuts mean big savings.
800-588-2300 Empire.
The McGraw-Hill Companies, working together.
Without a good network of information, we wouldn't have this textbook. In fact, the teachers might not have nearly as much to teach us with. Without information, it'd be really hard to raise the money to build this school. The architects couldn't even design it. And the businesses in my town might not stay in business. See how much depends on what you know?
The McGraw-Hill Companies.
Extended for a limited time. 0% financing for 60 months on select 2002 Mercury vehicles.
On the next John Wall Show, how would you feel if you found out your children weren't really yours?
I cried till I couldn't cry any more tears.
For the first time in years, Morgan comes face to face with his ex-wife on the next John Wall Show.
Today at 11 a.m., only on NBC4.
You're looking at the George Washington Bridge bright and early on this Tuesday morning, 55 degrees. It is the 12th day of November at 5:31. And, well, we have an interesting weather pattern coming our way today. I'm Jane Hansen.
Good morning. I'm Maurice Dubois. We'll get into the news in just a moment. First, so yeah, interesting is one way to put it.
You call getting soaked and drenched interesting. That's what's going to happen, yeah, later on this afternoon. Certainly the heavier rain heading our way this morning. You probably, if you get out early enough, don't have to worry about any rainfall, but take the umbrella. 55 degrees, cloudy sky now, area-wide temperature still fairly mild, between 50 and 55 most cases, but a little bit cooler up to the north. And in fact, this is as warm as the temperatures will get today. Readings will start to drop as the rain starts to drop from those clouds. So through the breakfast hours, just mainly cloudy, mid-50s, low 50s by lunchtime with rain pushing on in. And that rain could become heavy at times by the dinner hour. And by then, temperatures will be slipping into the upper 40s. This is going to be a good soaking rain, a 1 to 2 inch rainfall at least. We'll keep an eye on that for you. And we'll talk about some better days ahead, too. That's coming up with the 5-day forecast in a few minutes.
Well, that's good. Thank you, I think. Let's go check the roads. Hi, Trish.
Hi, Jane. Well, so far the roads are in good shape. Of course, don't forget the umbrella as you head out the door. The ride home could be a little messy, so if you want to take mass transit into work, might not be a bad idea. Show you what's happening right now. Gowanus Expressway. It looks pretty good, building up typically in through Industry City and getting onto the BQE. Lastly, still quiet in through Jersey, Westchester, Rockland. We are good. And alternate side of the street parking rules, they are back in effect for you citywide today. Maurice, back to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Trish. Top story this morning. It's been a long, long night in Ridgewood. They've been negotiating to try to avoid a teacher strike. Last we checked, they were still at it. Pat Battle on the scene in Ridgewood with the very latest. Pat, good morning.
Good morning, Maurice. In about half an hour, the teachers here in Ridgewood will meet at a nearby church to hear the latest on those contract negotiations from their leadership. We were told about a half an hour ago that those negotiations are not going well. The teachers have been without a contract since June 30th. They are threatening to strike over salary, which they are looking for about a 6% increase. The district is offering about 4%, and health benefits, which has been a major sticking point in these negotiations. There has never been a teacher strike here in Ridgewood, although they came close about 10 years ago. And they're getting a lot of support from parents in this district. And one of those parents is joining us this morning. This is Carol Nunn. Good morning, Carol.
Good morning.
You have 2 children still in the Ridgewood School District,
I do.
and you've been here all night supporting these teachers.
Absolutely. They deserve it.
What is the problem as the way you see it? You see a problem with the board, not with the teachers.
Oh, absolutely. The problem is the board.
How so?
Because the board is very arrogant and they're on a power trip. I don't know, I think Mark Twain said it best 100 years ago when he said, first God made idiots, that was for practice, then he made school boards.
Oh, Carol, that's tough. Now, you've got 2 kids here in this school district. Are you prepared for this in the event of a strike? Your children are older. You've got high school kids.
Oh, absolutely. I am. My children are in high school, so it's not a problem. But for those parents with children in the younger grades, you know, take a personal day off of work. Spend time with your family. Support your children's teachers.
Now, your local taxes went up about $300 or more last year. School property taxes directly for the school system here in Ridgewood.
Yeah.
And you don't think that was money well spent in light of what's happening now?
Oh, no. They'd rather spend it on the buildings and put in new buildings, new schools, and rather than the teachers. The teachers are what's important. Absolutely.
All right. Carol, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and good luck. Call the kids in a little while, let them know whether they're going to have a day off from school. Again, those contract negotiations not going well upstairs here at the Ridgewood Board of Education, but we should know within the next 45 minutes or so probably what those teachers intend to do. If they do walk out, the school district has threatened to take them right to court to try to force them back behind their desks. These teachers say they are prepared to stay out. Reporting live from Ridgewood, I'm Pat Battle, turning it back over to you in the studio.
Thank you, Pat. In Queens, a sad day, a day of remembrance 1 year after the crash of Flight 587 in Bell Harbor. Carolyn Gossoff was on that scene a year ago, and this morning she's in Jacob Riis Park where they will hold memorial service. Carolyn?
Good morning to you, Jane. New York City officially remembers the victims of Flight 587 today with a memorial service here in Queens at Jacob Riis Park. It was 1 year ago today that people here in Bell Harbor looked up into the sky and saw the unthinkable. A jumbo jet just after takeoff from Kennedy Airport spiraling to the ground and crashing in flames. The flight was 587. It was en route from Kennedy to the Dominican Republic. It was loaded with 260 souls. All of them perished, plus 5 people on the ground. While the investigation is still incomplete and while witnesses swear they saw an explosion, federal investigators believe it was an accident. The plane caught in the wake turbulence of the jet in front of it. The service today here at Riis Park is for family members who lost loved ones.
It's been a rough year for us, but we're trying to be strong and move on with our lives, remembering the past and remembering him as he was a happy man.
I want to see where my father died. I want to see everything with my own eyes. I want to see the other families.
Well, those family members are gathering at points around the city this morning to be transported here to Jacob Riis Park. At 8 o'clock this morning, Mayor Bloomberg will address the families in both Spanish and English with prayers, and family members are also expected to offer poems, and a choir will be singing. Then at 8:20, they'll board city buses and take them just a mile away to the Bell Harbor crash site. And then at exactly 9:16, a prayer to bless the site and a moment of silence. Now, this is for the family members. There is also a memorial service this morning at St. Francis de Sales in Bell Harbor for that community. Reporting live from Jacob Riis Park, I'm Carolyn Gussoff. Back now to you, Jane.
Okay, thank you so much, Carolyn. And if you are interested in watching this morning's memorial, log on to our website, WNBC.com. We'll bring you the memorial live on the web beginning at 8 a.m.
Beginning today, New York City's public school students will be spending more time in class. The final bell will ring for elementary school children 15 minutes later in the afternoons. Middle school and high school students will get out 20 minutes later. New dismissal times will also change the bus schedules as well. And for more info, you can call the Office of Pupil Transportation Hotline, the number at the top of the screen, 718-392-8855, or the Parent Hotline at 718-482-3777.
3 men accused of being involved in the biggest betting scam in horse racing history are expected to surrender to prosecutors in White Plains today. The 3 will be charged with wire fraud conspiracy for rigging computer bets for a $3 million payout. The men, former fraternity brothers, are believed to have rigged the computer system to ensure winning tickets at last month's Breeders' Cup at Arlington Park in Illinois. They're also being investigated for winning wagers at Balmoral in Illinois and Belmont Park right here in New York.
If you take the subway on the east side, big changes to tell you about this morning. McGee Hickey's on the east side right now. McGee, tell us all about it.
Good morning, Maurice. Well, the problem is dangerous overcrowding on the subway platform because of a construction project that's going to go on for the next 2 years. The solution is to suspend E&V service Queens bound from 7:30 to 9:30 every morning for the next 2 years. And that's going to make for lots of commuter confusion this morning.
An hour commute from my house to my school, and it's going to be like an hour and a half now. It's ridiculous.
From 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
All day they were telling commuters to expect some delays in their rides. For the morning rush, the Queens-bound E&V trains won't be stopping at the 53rd and Lex station to help ease overcrowding. Construction is the problem, squeezing commuters dangerously close to the edge.
It's congested and it's very scary and it's aggravating.
Inconvenience versus safety, and the MTA says it's going with safety. No Queens-bound E&V service between 7:30 and 9:30 a.m.
Well, what can you do? You know, we don't have the power to do anything about it, so we have to go along with it, don't we?
And if you take the 6 train in the morning, the MTA says you won't be able to make a direct transfer to the E and the V either.
I'll take another train, either the R train, which will be more crowded, or I'll take an express bus.
Now, another alternate route is to take the 7 from Grand Central. We should remind everyone that ENV service inbound to Manhattan from Queens is not affected, and that includes the transfer to the number 6 line. Hope everyone got that. We're live at 53rd and Lex. McGee Hickey. Back to you, Jane and Maurice.
All right, thank you so much. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll check your business news, then adding that personal touch to your clothes. Omar with quite the internet trend.
And then why Dr. Carter was happy to spend some time in the hospital on a Tuesday morning on Today in New York.
Over there.
The new smoother, quieter, all-wheel drive Subaru Outback.
They're so beautiful.
Imagine a sport utility designed to find harmony with nature.
What are you looking at?
When you get it, you get it.
See your local Subaru dealer for information on financing as low as 1.9% APR.
These are the offices of Jacoby & Myers and the places we work. We practice personal injury law. If you've been badly hurt in an accident, we'll come to you in the hospital or at home. You'll get to know some of our 55 talented attorneys and get every kind of investigative and support service you need. Jacoby & Myers has over 30 years of experience and millions of satisfied clients, and you won't pay a cent in legal fees unless you get the compensation you deserve. Count on us. 1-877-JM-LAWYER.
When you're a star, you can't have a lackluster body or a dull top. So I decided to give the whole works a makeover. So, what do you think? Uh-oh. Better get Mako.
Mako repairs the damage and restores the value with everything a body needs, plus paint for every budget, like ambassador service for $229.
Sexy makeover, Tiger.
If you could use the anti-wrinkle cream that was #1 dermatologist recommended, that had the #1 wrinkle fighter retinol, and was the #1 selling anti-wrinkle cream, would you use it? I would. Neutrogena Healthy Skin Anti-Wrinkle Cream.
Gums get no respect. No wonder over 75% of us have gum problems. So Reach created Max, the tooth and gum brush. It massages gums and cleans hard-to-reach spots to help prevent gum disease. The new Reach Max.
The Lexus GS with an ultra-responsive VVTi engine. We pursue perfection, so you can pursue living. Only at your New York, New Jersey, Connecticut Lexus dealer.
This portion of the news is brought to you by your local Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today.
Well, yesterday felt like summer. Today kind of feels like March.
It's kind of thick out there.
We're transitioning back now to where we should be.
To winter.
Yeah, to some chillier temperatures by the end of the week, or middle and end of the week, but wet conditions heading our way too. 55 now, it is cloudy. Records on this date for November 12th. It has been as warm as 76 degrees. Have to go back to 1879 for that. 26, the record low in 1926, and 1.82 inches of rain in 1975. That one may receive a little pressure from today and tonight's rainfall. If we can get it in that 24-hour period. 56 at LaGuardia right now, while it's 40 in Binghamton, 43 in Albany, and the 40s to our west, a few 30s showing up. So there's some chillier air finally trying to make a move toward us, but the bigger weather system making a move toward us is that area of rain you see to our south and west. It's getting closer and closer now. It'll be in here later on this morning and this afternoon and on into tonight, and the rain can become heavy at times later today, so the evening commute is likely to be a sloppy one. You can see how far back to the south and west that rain extends, so we've got a way to go yet before we dry things out. Rain develops today, becomes heavy at times later on in the afternoon and tonight. The wind becomes gusty out of the north and northeast, and the temperatures go in reverse as well. Instead of climbing, they'll drop from 55 back to about 50 towards the evening hours, then into the 40s. Only 50 tomorrow with rain early. Then a drier day Thursday, Friday, and decent weather Saturday, partly cloudy in the upper 40s. So again, this is going to be the stormiest day. It should gradually wind down this time tomorrow morning, we hope. It's a slow mover, so yeah.
Cross your fingers.
I will.
Thank you very much. Let's check out the ride to work. Trish, what's going on?
Thanks, Maurice. Well, we'll enjoy the conditions we have now then on the roadways because they're pretty good. Not bad at all outside now. Panasonic Skycam and show you a look at the Tappan Zee Bridge. Pretty smooth here crossing the span coming out of Rockland into Westchester County. One note, though, on the New England Thruway southbound, you do have some delays to exit 19 for Playland Parkway with an accident being cleared. Hutchinson River Parkway looking good for you. In fact, the rest of the roadways in through Westchester and Rockland in decent shape. Lastly, still quiet. Hudson East River crossings, they are all good. Alternate side is in effect. Mass transit on time. Jane Maurice, back to you.
Okay. Why, thank you, Trish. An NBC comedy is now available on DVD, and Diaper Duty for an actor in the hit show ER.
Entertainment reporter Linda Lopez, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Fans of Will and Grace, you can now get your favorite NBC hit comedy on DVD. You used to be able to just get movies, but the sitcom is joining the growing list of television shows that are being offered on DVD. Now, be warned, it's just the first season of the show, and it should hit shelves early next year. And actor Noah Wyle has a new role in real life. He's a dad. The actor and his wife welcomed their first child on Saturday. Owen Strasser Wyle was born in an LA hospital. According to his publicist, all three are healthy, happy, and already back home. Wyle and his wife have been married for 2 years. And do you love Britney Spears, but you hate the new songs? Well, her new pay-per-view special is just for you. It's going to air November 23rd, and it's being billed as Classic Britney. Now, it sounds like a recap of her illustrious career, yes, but actually, it's just a broadcast of a show from her first world tour in November of 2000. Expect the special to cost about $20. And Irish rockers U2 also have a concert coming to TV, and you might remember their Irish Castle concerts performed at Slane Castle outside of Dublin at the end of their Elevation tour last year. Those are the ones that are going to air, and that'll be for free on TV Thanksgiving weekend.
Classic Britney, huh?
Classic Britney.
Been around for how long?
About 3-4 years now.
Yeah. Hate to see what happens in 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Thank you very much, Linda. Well, how about this? Sneakers with your names on them and jeans that are made to fit you perfectly. They're now available at the touch of a button on your computer. Omar Wasso shows us how to get custom-made clothes online. Omar, welcome.
Good morning.
You are a guy for all seasons. Last time it was computer items. Now we're talking clothing. Fashion guru.
Fashion guru indeed.
Right.
What we've got here are custom clothes, everything from shoes to bags to jeans that you can get custom fit to your specifications that you can design over the internet.
Without trying it on?
Without trying it on, but because it's got your specific measurements, you actually will have pretty good results.
Okay, so you brought shoes here for everybody but Chris?
Everybody but Chris. The first batch is sneakers from a company called Custom Matrix or cmax.com, and you can go in and actually pick things like logos or different kinds of design elements, color, so that you can sort of specify everything, not just the size, but all of these different aspects of the sneaker and make it exactly what you want.
The first one we saw was for Otis, and then this one right here is for Jane. Got some shoes with an open back.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
And then
but they're a little prettier from that side.
Yes, it's very nice. But then the Yankee sneakers would be mine, right? Is that right?
Indeed.
And I'm actually going to wear these in public. That's the expectation. We'll see how that plays out. But they're very nice shoes. You got some Nikes here too.
And then Nike, you can go to NikeRunning.com, and we showed before some of the Nike ID stuff where you can customize again everything from the text that's on the side there, where you can see tinywnbc.com, and then of course other aspects in terms of color and style and fit. And those are about $10 more than you would pay for regular Nike sneakers, but obviously you can get like exactly the style you want.
Okay, we'll give those to Chris. You got a couple bags here.
Yep, we got a couple bags. The bags are, you can take...
We'll give these to Chris too.
Yeah. You can order a bag with your picture on it, so what you can do is like send them a digital picture and then they put it on the bag. So
very nice.
Everything from loved ones to
Austin Powers.
Yeah, something that means more to you.
Okay, and then finally, custom jeans you can get over the web as well.
Yeah, this is really hot. This is from a company called IC3D, and they can do this one of two ways. They can either do a body scan of you, where you get your measurements taken by a kind of white light that measures your different measurements, or you can just measure yourself. I did that. You just take a measuring tape and they talk you through it, and you get these custom jeans that have been getting rave reviews in the fashion press, where one person said, best fitting jeans ever. But what's also nice is that they will actually take, if you have a favorite pair of jeans that you can't get anymore, you can send them those jeans and they'll make duplicate them.
Or pants in general, right?
And you can add things like, you see the glittery stuff on the side there. You can, if you really want to do something flashy or more conservative, they do the full range.
Coming up on the holidays.
Yeah,
Omar.
So IC3D.com for that.
Very nice. And what did we say on the price range?
100 to 120 on those.
Okay, very nice stuff. Thanks. What'll it be next time?
Who knows what the world of gadgets will provide.
All right.
Who knows where he'll take us,
no,
right?
but we'll take it to the website if you want to get these or any other items from Omar or from the program. So what do you think of these? You like these?
Well, the problem is they have my name on the back, so I can't regift them.
These don't. These Yankee sneakers.
Oh, now wait a minute.
Guess who wants these?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go.
You can go with those.
I'm sure they don't
Because he didn't bring
fit.
anything
And
for
you know,
you.
you know what the most hysterical part is? Omar said he didn't order me any jeans because he didn't dare, because I wasn't here the day he was measuring.
He could just go with the brick house kind
They
of
have to
numbers.
check
That should do the trick.
That'll work.
That'll work, right?
Do they check mouth size for this? For foot and mouth?
Shoving in?
Yeah.
Wait, show them the bottom of that shoe.
These? What about them? Oh, yeah, red, white, and blue. These are cool, right?
They're cool.
These are for Otis. We'll give them the big O. All right? There you have it.
Up next, Joe Avalar.
Get out of here.
He's going to take us to a secret spot for this year's Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, but it's not there. I'll tell you that.
Otis will take us right there behind the bench talking hockey and sneakers when we come back.
Tonight on an all-new Just Shoot Me, Finch makes a move on guest star Gina Gershon.
D. Finch.
What's the D stand for?
Dennis, as in not if, but when is.
Followed by in-laws and the ultimate challenge.
You're going down. No, you're going down.
Then, on an all-new Frasier, Niles faces a personal battle that no one saw coming.
I'll stand by you. I'll stand by
A powerful all-new Frasier, NBC tonight.
Current Pontiac GMAC lessees drive a new 2003 Grand MSC for around $199 a month. Call for details. At your local Pontiac dealer.
Dunkin' Donuts delicious donuts. Just the thing with your morning coffee.
This is Mike Sullivan. He's having a very good day. Know why? Mike's finally got health insurance thanks to Healthy New York. It helps small business owners afford quality health insurance for themselves, their employees, and their families. So now Mike's covered. And not a moment too soon. To find out if you qualify, call 1-866-HEALTHY-NY.
Extended for a limited time. 0% financing for 60 months on select 2002 Mercury vehicles.
5:53 on this Tuesday morning, 55 degrees. This year's Rockefeller Center Christmas tree comes to us courtesy of New Jersey.
Nice family there, willing to give in the holiday spirit, but we're going to go to Joe Avalar because he's looking at that tree. We're not going to go to him right now. We're going to go check back in with him in just a moment.
Okay.
I hope he's not cutting that thing down.
No,
early.
you need more than one guy to do that.
Okay,
it's a big job.
He's
First,
a strong man.
He's a big guy. All right. First, let's talk to Otis about sports. What's going on?
Well, we're talking about the Blue Shirts, and you know they had a little problem last night. The NHL suspended Coach Brian Trottier 2 games for sending enforcers on the ice late during Saturday's loss at Columbus. Christophe Oliwa given 5 games for his role in the fight that ensued. So, with Trotz gone for game 1 of his suspension, the assistants ran things for the Blue Shirts in San Jose. First period, Rangers on the power play. Rano Petrovisky tips in the shot, 1-0 Rangers. Then it's Matthew Barnaby to rim Murray. Notches his 5th goal of the year, 2-0 Rangers. Murray would add another later on as the Rangers hold off the Sharks 5-4. They've now won 3 out of their last 4 games. Well, if you haven't noticed, this year's NFL season is just wacky. Case in point, last night's Raider-Bronco game, you couldn't have guessed which team was on a 4-game losing streak. Well, it was the Raiders that came into Denver on a Rocky Mountain low. But in the first quarter, the defense sparks them. Rod Woodson picks off Brian Greasy, And he's off to the races. 97 yards for the touchdown, extending his own NFL record for interceptions returned for a score to 12. A record-setting night for quarterback Rich Gannon as well. 21 straight completions, a new NFL record. Jerry Rice, 2 more TD catches, the first player in NFL history to score over 200 touchdowns as the Raiders spanked the first-place Broncos 34-10. Jets and Giants both in pretty good shape in their divisions, both just one game out. But what a near-disaster Sunday in Minnesota as the Giants' kicking game was horrendous, and it nearly cost them against the Vikings. 2 botched extra points, 2 blown field goal tries, a total of 8 makeable points booted away. They won by 7. The frustrated coach vows changes, but nothing specific just yet.
And we all know what's under the spotlight is our special teams, and it was ugly. And I will do something. I'm not going to lay it out to you right now, but it will not. It's going to change.
All right, baseball. Barry Bonds didn't win the World Series title, but his regular season achievements have earned him a familiar title, that of MVP. And it was a unanimous vote yesterday. Bonds winning for the 2nd straight year. He won 2 in a row for the Pirates in '92 and '93, so he now has a record 5 MVP awards. Nobody else has won more than 3. Knicks in search of their 2nd win of the year host Utah tonight. Allen Houston and Kurt Thomas both questionable. And here's Sacramento King forward Chris Webber reacting to Michigan's self-imposed punishment after a federal investigation found that Webber and 3 other players were paid by a booster while they attended Michigan.
There's really nothing you can do. So really just try to move forward and talk to my friends that are alumni that go there and just stay in touch with those people from Michigan. But besides that, it's really nothing, you can do except, wear your hat. That's about it.
Yeah, I guess after you take the money and move on while others suffer for your mistake, there really is nothing you can do except maybe admit the crime, which Webber hasn't done yet. Touchy subject. College players getting paid.
Yep.
But we know the rules.
Okay.
Don't take the money.
Right there.
There you go.
Thank you, Otis. 5:56 is Tuesday morning. Top stories coming up in just a moment, including big subway changes on the east side.
And 1 year after the crash of Flight 587 here in Belle Harbor, a solemn memorial service. I'm Carolyn Gussoff. I'll have that story coming up.
Also, we'll have the very latest on that threatened school strike in New Jersey.
And my special report, Living Large in America. Today, Al Roker's remarkable weight loss journey. You're watching Today in New York.